Good morning, students. Yesterday we have learned about tap roots and fibrous roots. Tap roots, they contain one main root, tap roots, and fibrous roots we have learned. Tap roots contain one main root and many side roots. And I already told main root is known as tap root, side roots are known as lateral roots. Fibrous roots, they do not contain main root, side roots like a differentiation. They do not contain main root and side root differentiation. Right? So they contain only threads or fibers like roots. Right? Okay. So this is the first difference. Second difference is tap roots grow much deep in the soil. Fibrous roots do not grow much deep in the soil. Right? Tap roots containing plants have reticulate venation. In leaves, whereas fibrous roots containing plants have parallel venation in leaves. Right? And we have learned that roots provide anchorage. So here two types of roots, tap roots and fibrous roots. Which roots provide better anchorage? Roots provide anchorage, but which roots provide better anchorage? Tap roots provide better anchorage. Tap roots provide better anchorage. Means if you want to pluck out a small tap root containing plant, it's not that easy to pluck out because it provides better anchorage. Whereas same small sized fibrous root containing plant like grass plant, if you want to pluck out, you can easily pluck out because fibrous roots do not provide better anchorage. Why do they not provide better anchorage? Why do taproots provide better anchorage? The point to be learned here is why taproots provide better anchorage, why fibrous roots do not provide better anchorage. Because taproots grow deep in the soil, whereas fibrous roots do not grow deep in the soil. That is the reason. Because taproots grow deep in the soil and fibrous roots do not grow. Fibrous roots do not grow deep in the soil. Same reason can be taken for their water absorbing capacity. Taproots containing plants do not require much water to be supplied because they can absorb the water from deep layers of the soil. They can absorb the underground water from deep layers of the soil because taproots grow deep in the soil. Fibrous roots containing plants need more supply of water because they do not have the excess of underground water present in the deep layers of the soil because their root system do not grow deep in the soil. So this point also you have to write. Taproots containing plants. Taproot plants do not need to supply more water because same thing, taproots go deep in the soil and they can have access of obtaining underground water from deep layers of the soil. Fibrous root plants need to be supplied with more water because their roots do not grow deep in the soil, so they cannot obtain the underground water from the deep layers of the soil. You might have seen paddy fields that are fully supplied with water, whereas other gram seed crop plant fields which are not supplied with that much amount of water. Okay. Stem is called two-way street in the plant. Stem is called two-way street in the plant. Why stem is called two-way street? Because stem conducts the root absorbed water to leaves and other parts of the plant. Because stem conducts the root absorbed water and minerals and minerals. Stem conducts the root absorbed water and minerals to leaves and other parts of the plant. To leaves and other parts of plant. So this is one direction, right? And stem conducts the leaves prepared food to roots and other parts of the plant. And stem conducts the leaves prepared food. Leaves prepared food. Here root absorbed water and minerals. Leaves prepared food to roots and other parts of the plant. Other parts of the plant. And as I already said, the leaves prepared food is stored in different parts of the plant. Different parts of the plant. And there are some roots that are edible. Means we eat the roots of some plants. So such roots are known as edible roots. What are some edible roots? Edible roots. You might be knowing them. Carrot, beetroot, sweet potato, radish, tapioca, turnip, etc. So carrot, beetroot, sweet potato, radish. Most of you are knowing it. Tapioca, turnip, only few of you might be knowing, right? Okay. In the same way, some of the stems we eat, they are known as edible stems. Some of the edible stems are sugarcane, ginger, turmeric, potato. See, potato is edible stem. Sweet potato is edible root. Right, remember it. So with this, we have completed up to root. Let us learn about flower. What is flower? What is flower? Any plant can be easily recognized by its flower. So, a general definition for flower is the part of the plant that will help us in a best way to recognize a particular plant. The part of the plant, that will help us, as in a best way, to recognize a plant, Actually, biologically, flower is the reproductive structure in most of the flowering plants. What are flowering plants? The plants that give flowers are known as flowering plants. In such flowering plants, the reproductive structure is flower. So, flower is the reproductive structure in most of the flowering plants. Fruits and seeds inside the fruits are formed from the flowers. So, fruits and seeds inside the fruits, they are formed from flowers. So, flower is the reproductive structure. In most of the flowering plants. Most of the flowering plants. Seeds and fruits and seeds, fruits and seeds inside the fruit, are formed from flower only. Formed from flower only. Fruits and seeds inside the fruit are formed from flower only. And flowers are of two types: brightly colored flowers and dull colored flowers. In most of the plants, flowers are brightly colored only, but in some plants like grass plant, wheat plants, maize plants, mango, guava, flowers are not brightly colored. In most of the plants, flowers are present as single flowers or solitary flowers like hibiscus, rose, lily, jasmine, etc. Whereas in some plants, flowers are not present as single flowers. Instead, they are present as groups of flowers or inflorescence. They are marigold, chrysanthemum, sunflower, etc. So, if you are watching a sunflower, they are saying it is a single flower. It is not single flower. Instead, it is a group of flowers. Okay. So, the brightly colored flowers having plants, examples are rose, hibiscus, lily, jasmine, etc. Dull or pale colored flowers having plants, examples are grass, wheat, rice, maize, mango, guava, etc. As I said, in many of the plants, the flowers are single flowers or solitary flowers, whereas in some plants, flowers are groups. They are present as groups. So, single flowers having plants, examples are again same: hibiscus, rose, lily, jasmine, etc. Even here you can say these grass plants also, wheat, rice, maize, mango, guava, they also are present as single flowers. Okay. Whereas groups of flowers, if you take sunflower, chrysanthemum, marigold. So if you are watching a sunflower, it is not single flower, it is a group of flowers. Chrysanthemum, if you are watching and feeling that it is a single flower, no, it is not single flower, it is a group of flowers. Marigold, if you are watching a single flower, it is not single flower, it is a group of flowers, right? Whatever it may be. If you take a general flower, a solitary flower, okay, it will have four parts. A flower generally has how many parts? 4 parts. From outside to inside, they are sepals, petals, stamens, and pistil. A flower has 4 parts. Flower has 4 parts. What are they? Sepals, petals, stamens, and fourth one, pistil. Sepals, petals, stamen, and pistil. These are the 4 parts of the flower. So, regarding these parts and other things, we will discuss in the coming class.